Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your reading for the week of November 27th through December 3rd, 2023. This reading will be for you if you are a Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Sagittarius Rising or Ascendant, or any other significant Sag placement in your chart. This reading may resonate for you if that is the case. If you are new to this channel, welcome. I appreciate you coming and checking my video out, and please do like, subscribe, and comment. Do let me know how this reading is for you. And if you are coming back to this channel and you have watched it before, welcome back. I'm glad you're back, and I hope that means that these readings have been helpful to you. Since this is a new channel, like I said, every like, subscribe, and comment does actually help increase its visibility in the YouTube algorithm. So thank you for those of you who are doing that. Okay, so what we're looking at today is we're going to be looking at this reading for November 27th through December 3rd, though if you are watching this at a different time, it could be that there is some aspect of this reading that you are drawn to, that you are resonating with, and there still can be a message for you even though it's not that particular week. And we are doing an astrological spread, so this is going to be by astrological house. If you're not familiar with astrology, each house of the astrological wheel, which is basically the wheel of an entire day, starting from the horizon and the sunrise down to the sunset at the end, has its own aspects and its own attributes. So the cards are interpreted according to those attributes. I have the Way of Cartouche deck by Murray Hope, which is the one I have been using for over 30 years. And I'm also clarifying these with a regular tarot deck, and this time I'm using the Tarot Familiars deck. So it's a very nice animal-orientated deck. Okay, so first house is Aries energy. This has to do with your personality, your identity, how you present yourself to the world, how other people see you, how you want other people to see you as well. And we've got Sirius with the Ace of Wands. So okay, yeah, you are Sag, you are a fire sign. There's definitely a strong fiery element to the Ace of Wands. You could be feeling very powerful, very inspired, ready to start something new, ready to move onto a new track for yourself. You have it with Sirius, so you may be focused a lot on your physical appearance. You may be focused on, say, exercising or getting your body in shape or something like that. Sirius does have a strong component having to do with sport or physical exercise. It can also indicate, from another perspective, that you are, this could also be an intellectual thing, because Sirius is an Aquarian card, and it has to do with innovation, thinking outside the box, thinking about doing something different. So in either case, whether this be physically or in some other aspect, mentally, emotionally, you seem to be very much inspired by something and are trying a new tack here, and wanting to do something different, and are certainly projecting that determination to put the work in. Second house is Taurus, and this has to do with your money, your finances, your values. This is strong Venus energy. And we have the Ankh with the Nine of Wands. So yeah, again, this strong determination. Nine of Wands indicates coming near the end of something, okay? Nines are always, tens are the culmination within each minor arcana suit. And so the fact that we're at a 9 indicates that you may be feeling tired and drained. Like this Ace of Wands energy may be this desire to move on to something new. Like there's something that you're finishing up, something that's been taking up your energy. And there's a sense of trying to push through to the finish line on something to get to what it is that you really want. Ankh also has to do with, in this particular house, it can have to do with making money via a means that you really enjoy. It can also indicate spending money on luxuries. So Ankh sometimes does have to do with, spending a lot of money on things. And of course, with the holiday season coming up, that's probably not very surprising. I have seen this in other readings as well. But there definitely is this sense of trying to push through on something, ultimately to get to a place of relaxation. Who knows? You could just be, this is not really the job house, but this could have to be with, I'm pushing through to finish something up so I can relax on my vacation, or just relax and spend money the way I want to. I don't know, but ultimately I just feel like there's something that you feel has been draining your money, time, or energy, and just something, whether it's a big expense or whether it's just some other kind of juggling perhaps that you're doing. But I feel like this is coming to an end soon. There's kind of a push through to the finish line and ultimately getting to a place of happiness. Now, third house, this can have to do with messages that are coming in. It can have to do with siblings, so brothers or sisters. Has to do with business, so self-effort, anything you're doing in terms of, if you're operating your own business, if you're self-employed or have a side hustle, or also if you're taking some kind of a short trip. Okay, so we are seeing some kind of an issue here, and this feels like it could be an issue with a sibling, or it could be an issue, if if that doesn't apply, with some kind of a message that's come in that is causing anxiety or is creating an obstacle of some kind. And you have it with the twins. So this could be somebody in a relationship or a working partnership who might be difficult or causing a difficulty, maybe a difficult conversation that needs to be had. Maybe there's a quarrel or something. You do have it with the Three of Cups. So this ultimately indicates if you are quarreling with somebody or have gotten a negative message, this is a card of reconciliation. So the Three of Cups does seem to indicate that whatever quarrels there are with somebody or any kind of negative communications, there will be a way to resolve and reconcile this. So don't worry too much about that. Fourth house is Cancer energy, and Cancer has to do with your home, your environment, where you live, how you feel secure, your space, whether you own your space or not, or if you're renting it, to say, and also with your family and potentially the mother. And yeah, it's interesting because the mother card is showing up here. So for some people, I don't know, again, there's a very strong mother energy here. I don't know if some of you actually are mothers or if there's something going on around your mother. But you have it with the Star. So the Star can indicate, Star indicates gaining a hope and wish, okay? So Star is about a wish fulfillment, but it's also a card of vulnerability. So I don't know. I don't know if this is a time when you're feeling sensitive or vulnerable. These may be emotions around your mother. They may not be. They just, Isis can sometimes just indicate that sense of nurturing or needing to be nurtured or needing self-care or just needing to persevere with something patiently. So all of these are aspects here, but just see the mother card in the mother house makes me think that there's some either literally having to do with somebody's mother or just some aspect of yourself that is perhaps motherly. There's this need here. Star indicates kind of this need for healing or this vulnerability, but it is a very good card. It does show possibility, new beginnings, new things happening. So so we have the Star, and so whatever's going on, I just feel like somebody needs to take time to heal, to nurture, and to maybe just sort of like a cocoon in your environment. I mean, this is, like I said, this does indicate if there's a situation that is worrisome, maybe even perhaps with a sibling, I don't know, with this, for some people that might apply. There does seem to be hope on the horizon and new possibilities. So that is a good thing. Fifth house, this is Leo energy, and Leo has to do with creativity, children, love affairs. Okay, we have the Page of Wands with Osiris. Page sometimes indicates a child, but it can also indicate new projects, new things that are coming in. And you have it with Osiris. So there's this sense of, again, there's this theme of stability and security. It could be that there's something that you're working on that you are, maybe working on slowly, maybe building a foundation. And it's, there's kind of this building this foundation, and that you're looking for stability in something. There could be a situation where you want to move forward with something, but Page of Wands would suggest, coming up with a plan or coming up with a new plan for something. There's a strong sense of planning energy with this card. So, I don't know. There could be a project you're planning. Again, this could have to do with a child or something, because sometimes pages are children. But there's definitely this sense of trying to establish security and stability with something. So if you are working on some kind of a project, this may be telling you that you're moving in the right direction, but do make sure that you have your plan laid down. And if it's a situation with a child, if there's any kind of a concern or a difficulty, Osiris seems to indicate having the situation under control. Okay, or getting the situation under control. Sixth house is health and also worries, anxieties, potentially has to do with a job as well, or even domestic animals. We have Anubis with the Eight of Swords. So you're up in your head about something. This in the house of worry, this seems to indicate that there's a lot of worry here, perhaps even about this thing over here, this communication. Because Anubis, again, there's this idea of protecting, and it's all this card may be coming up with this when you may be doubting yourself. Am I right about something? Am I seeing something the correct way? And Anubis would be saying, yes, you are. You're not delusional. Hey, whatever something is going on, you're not delusional and you are protected. But there may be a feeling that you're not. Maybe you feel like you might be losing a job, because sometimes this can come up in the job house if, maybe there's a worry about layoffs or something. Or this could be a health concern about somebody as well. Maybe somebody has to go to the hospital for a procedure or something. And again, just to be clear, I don't do medical readings. This is just possible meanings within this house, and take it as it resonates. If it does have to do with somebody needing a procedure or needing a period of hospitalization, this generally indicates it coming out well. I mean, seeing this with some kind of, for some of you, this could be a mother who has to go in for something, or maybe something connected to motherhood. Maybe if somebody's pregnant or something, there could be some worries. But Anubis generally indicates navigating something safely. So so that's, that's going to be very specific for certain people, or potentially not at all. So I don't want to make people paranoid about health things, because it's not necessarily what it means. And frequently, unless somebody has a specific health question, that doesn't tend to come up in this house for me a lot of the time. And it's not something as a tarot reader that we really want to comment too much on, because we're not doctors, unless you have a tarot reader who is one. But in any case, the Eight of Swords, there's a sense of worrying too much about something, and this seems to be indicating that you will be protected and go with the flow, whatever the situation is, whether it's a job, a health situation, or just generally being worried about something. Okay, 7th house. This is your house of partnerships, okay? So this is love relationships, marriages usually, because we have love affairs that are treated by the 5th house here. But this would have to do with legal arrangements, could have to do with business partnerships, things like that. And you have Buckle of Isis with the Queen of Swords. Okay, this is a very strong, interesting, because Queen of Swords is somebody who tends to be emotionally detached, or somebody who takes a very intellectual or logical point of view to something, maybe somebody who is very intellectual. And Buckle of Isis in this house is a card of fidelity, somebody who is faithful. So I don't know if there's a concern here. Maybe there's been a person, whether male or female, who has been acting very detached emotionally, and you're thinking like, oh, is this person, if it's somebody you're thinking about in terms of a longer term relationship, is this somebody who's being cold and detached because they're not interested? If this is your spouse pulling away emotionally for some reason? There may be some concerns for some people about, oh, is this person cheating on me? But Buckle of Isis says no. This would definitely be a card of somebody being faithful, but it could just be that this person right now is more removed from their emotions, maybe caught up in, again, there's a lot of mental activity here. So somebody is caught up in mental activity. It can either be about a relationship, or it can be, or within a relationship, or it may, if you are in a relationship, it may have to do with the other person as well as you. So anyway, take that as it resonates. But there definitely seems to be this idea of fidelity, or somebody who's willing to put the work in, but they may be taking a more cerebral approach right now rather than an emotional one. 8th house is Scorpio energy, and Scorpio is about transformation. And okay, with the 4 of Pentacles here, this is somebody who's not really wanting to move forward. Like, this is somebody who kind of wants to stay where they're at, okay? 4 of Pentacles is this, I'm seeing this vulnerability down here in the security house. So 4 of Pentacles generally indicates trying to, hang on to what you've got, trying to establish a foundation. But you have it with Bastet, which is about, this is a card of being, it's a very, very social card. It's about happiness. It's about, certainly it's about following your instincts on something, going with your feelings. And I feel like emotionally you may be in a place where you just kind of want to relax and enjoy yourself. Maybe these changes that are coming up, or worries that you have, it's maybe saying that, I don't really want to move a whole lot right now. I mean, we've got Osiris here too, which I also feel like has a certain, even though it is a fire card, there does seem to be a certain energy there of, trying to establish some kind of a foundation. But this card also can mean that it certainly means you can't stay in this spot forever. There's an insecurity here with the 4 of Pentacles. It's usually shown as a man who's holding onto a pentacle very, very tightly. And it's saying that by letting go of that, you actually have the opportunity to bring more abundance in. So you may be feeling a bit like you're not looking to make a lot of changes right now, but But I think ultimately you need to let go of one of those pentacles. Okay, you need to open up in order for change to happen and not to feel stuck. Okay, this is your house. This is the Sagittarius house, 9th house. This has to do with long journeys. It has to do with higher education, religious organizations, philosophy, religion, like things that are deep thinking, higher mind, expansion of thinking, expansion of your horizons. And it's interesting because you have Sphinx with the 6 of Cups. This definitely is a card of excavation. So however you're expanding your horizons and however you're learning, you're either delving into the past. So who knows, maybe some of you are taking up an archaeology course or something, or history, or digging into the past somehow. But this also just seems to be on a more personal level, like you may be trying to find things out about your ancestry. You may be you may be working with a therapist to dig deep into your own belief systems and values. There's definitely 6 of Cups shows up. Sometimes this is also somebody, it can show up when there's a person who is either from your past or somebody who has a past connection to you of some kind, whether it's this lifetime or another one, maybe who is influencing the situation or part of that. But there's a sense here of you are, I don't know, I feel like with these 2 cards together, there's a digging very deeply into the past right now for you. So I don't know, or there's going to be an answer to something that's found in looking at the past or a past situation. Or again, higher ed that's related to something like that. Or a long trip related to that. Maybe some of you are going on an archaeological dig or historical tour or something. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. 10th house is Capricorn energy, and this has to do with your job, your career, really. I always keep saying that, but it's your career, your fame, your reputation. And you have 5 of Swords with Lotus, yeah. And seeing this down here, it does make me think that there may be some kind of a quarrel, something that maybe you feel you need to walk away from. Maybe there's some anxiety about walking away from this. Maybe you feel like there's some limitations, or maybe there's a situation that you want to solve, but maybe you feel that there is no solution. Maybe you feel you need to walk away. I feel like with this, there's a reason. Lotus often comes up when there's a need to not worry about something. I feel like you need to, cut your losses if you need to with something, but don't get yourself caught in limiting beliefs or thinking that somehow whatever loss has occurred here, or whatever jealousies or whatever quarrels, that somehow you are wrong, or you're mistaken, or you're this is going to limit you in some way. I feel like it's more like a mental limitation, especially seeing the 8 of Swords down here in the job house. I feel like, something has come up where maybe you've thought yourself into a corner here. And you have it here. This 3 of Cups over here this does seem to indicate, I feel like this may be a quarrel or a difference with a particular person, but this does seem like it's going to be worked out. So, so it's kind of back to that. Okay, Aquarius energy in the 11th house. This has to do with your goals, hopes, and wishes, and also your friendships and networks. Okay, and you've got 8 of Pentacles with both. So, 8 of Pentacles in this house would suggest, first of all, to moving towards your goals, you actually have the skills and resources to do what it is that you need to do. 8 of Pentacles says you are capable. You are the master. You are the expert. You are able to do something. And with Thoth, I feel like that sort of highlights that. This also can, in the fact that this has to do with a friendship, this could also have to do with a friendship with somebody who is an expert or somebody who's very important. Either you're acting as a mentor to them, or they're acting as a mentor to you. I'm not sure which way that goes, but there's certainly in a work situation, there's the idea that turning to your network is actually maybe something beneficial to you right now. There may be, I feel like there's some situation where it's better to seek advice from colleagues or from friends rather than to go it alone. And Thoth also would indicate there's something here that has to do with timing or karma. Again, it could be a relationship or friendship that is important at this time, or a business connection or something. And also I just feel, like there's a strong sense of karma around Thoth for me. So when it comes up, I feel like there's something you're dealing with. It's like some kind of unfinished business that you have to finish potentially. But ultimately, this just feels very much to me like something happening at the right time, you being very busy and working at something, and you having the skills and resources to do what it is you want to do. And I think it's advising you to reach out to your networks here. And finally, we have the 12th house, which is Pisces energy. And this has to do with what's hidden, what you don't show people, what you're afraid of. And you have Pyramid with the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a test situation going here. Somehow your faith in yourself, your life path, where you're going to be going, there's a test going on here. There's a challenge. And seeing this 4 of Pentacles over here, this kind of makes me think that you do need to kind of let go and move forward, no matter how slowly. Right now, I feel like the only thing that's holding you back in a lot of these ways is just fear, or maybe other people making you feel you're not good enough or something. And you've got it with the 2 of Pentacles, so maybe you feel like you have to make a choice. It may be a financial choice about maybe you're juggling too many things and you're saying, okay, I have to pick one. But I feel like there's some big decisions that are coming up here that may be related to money, maybe related to your happiness with regard to money. Maybe there's going to be some kind of opportunities, but yeah, there just seems to be this sense of feeling drained, like I have to choose something, I have to pick something, I have to finish something. And there seems to be some fears around this, but the change that's going on right now, 2 of Pentacles is also a card of natural rather than forced change. And seeing Thoth here as well, I just feel like whatever's happening, it's happening in the right time. So even if it feels difficult, even if you've got to think outside the box, do something a little bit different, this is something that is happening for you at the right time. And this is a challenge you're being presented with because there is probably some aspect of your life that you need to look at more deeply, or that you need to let go of. Yeah, overall, you have the Water card, and water is definitely about fluidity, movement, change. There could be a lot of emotions right now. You could be also thinking about a trip across water. That is possible here. But we do have the 2 of Swords and Justice. So yeah, we're back to, these are both cards of 2s. This is about a scale. It's about balancing. It's about choosing. It's saying, you're in a stalemate right now. A lot of what's happening here, there's a lot of these swords that are kind of boxing things in, feelings of vulnerability, feelings of exhaustion, and definitely there's a sense of overthinking. This is saying that you do have the skills to move ahead. You are going to need to make a choice, and you need to focus on the facts and the truth of the situation. But this does seem like if there is a situation here that seems like there's a quarrel or a difficulty, justice indicates things being made right or things being made fair. So ultimately, whatever's stressing you out this week, I feel like it is going to be solved. You definitely still want to get out of your head. You may want to look to seems like looking to the past is very important right now. And it is assuring you that you do have what it takes, and you do have the friends and the networks to move forward, and you can feel confident in your own judgment and skill set. So that's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and leave me a comment, and I will see you next one.